Okay, what's up, guys? So, gonna be continuing an Enderal story. And yeah, hope you all enjoy it. Should be alive. Alright, everything is fine. And yeah, hope you. Here we go. Okay, I should go with these guys.
Yes.
Grandmaster Arantiel sent me. I'm supposed to take the trial to become keeper.
Oh, yes. You're the prodigy. I was expecting something else. I hope you're aware of what you're getting yourself into. Our novices trained for years for this trial. And as much as I respect the Grand Master, I think this is naive. In other words, it will be dangerous. Be aware of that.
At least dangerous mean not boring. The way the Grandmaster put it, I don't seem to have much of a choice if we want to keep living.
How selfless of you! But as you wish. Then it seems I'm granted the extraordinary honor of exalting the first pathless in the history of the Order to a keeper. The others will scream for joy. Give me the package the Grandmaster gave you, and say hello to your new comrades. I have to go prepare something.
Alright. Let's check them out.
What? Oh, hello. You're our unexpected addition, aren't you? The prodigy?
Yes, but call me... Unless... Okay.
Interesting. I'm Kalia Sakaresh, by my path novice and aspirant to the first sigil. I have been told what you did in Old Rashengrad, that you saved the excavations and fought back the mercenaries all on your own. An astonishing feat, truly. You have my respect for that.
Probably wasn't as glorious as you picture it. Those bastards deserve it. Saved the excavation, yes, but the people from the Order were already dead. It wasn't much of a decision. These days, I seem to get into trouble wherever I go.
Well, as long as you handle it as well as you did in Old Rashengrad, that's not a bad thing, is it? You know, I'm really curious as to what the mercenaries thought they were doing. Someone willing to attack the Holy Order is either extremely powerful or extremely naive. Anyway, it's been an honor to meet you in person. Let's talk later.
Right?
I don't want to hear it.
I beg your pardon?
You're prattling. I don't want to hear it. Just shove off.
As you wish, princess.
Heretics.
All right, enough. The chatter. Come here. Here. These potions will be necessary later, so be careful with them. Apart from that, it's still a few miles to the ritual place. As you're all gifted with magic, the spores in the forest ahead will make you a little dizzy, but we won't stay for long. Any questions?
What spores are you talking about exactly?
Long story. Simply put, they come from a special kind of mushroom that has infested this forest, and staying near them worsens the arcanist's fever. So, in case you're thinking about exploring further, take some magical protection and some ambrosia with you.
Alright then, let's
Good.
go.
Stay close to me. But it's too late for that now. Korek would have conquered the city, and then you will be ashamed.
What was that? It seems the others didn't notice.
So this is the Whispering Forest. Fascinating. I've read a lot about it, but never actually seen it.
Poor thing. My brothers and I have seen the border countless many times before. But I bet you know all about the Undercity's rat holes instead.
There.
More of them.
That was a... There.
More of them. I'm too old for this.
Alright.
Wait, do you see that?
Yes,
Yep.
that man. What is he doing?
Who cares? He's probably just a traveler.
He shouldn't be
Hey
here.
Petra, díky
No
za like.
merchant in his right mind would voluntarily travel through the Whispering Forest. We'll go take a look at him. Stay ready.
A díky za share.
I see it.
She's with me now, forever.
Kirash.
What? You there? Who are you? And what are you doing here?
Well, he's not responding.
She's with me now, forever.
What are you, deaf? Identify yourself.
His eyes. Master, this is the Red Madness.
Shit, of course. You will put away that pickaxe right now, my sir, and then get on your knees.
She wanted to leave. Don't you understand? To leave me, just like that.
This is
No,
disgusting.
she will stay. She promised.
By the righteous path! Have you lost your mind?
I could ask you this. Damn it! Did you forget what Magister Yarrow did to the novices? This man could have attacked us at any moment.
Oh, really? Malphas protect us from running. But did the thought ever cross your mind that one needs to understand a disease in order to heal it? And that some apothecary might have given their left hand for a living patient?
You're not being fair, Master. I was only protecting us.
Like heck you did. You behaved like an idiot. And not for the first time. The other masters might ignore that fact due to your religious commitment and your bloodline. I get that. But if something like this ever happens again, you will be suspended from the rites and will spend the rest of your life polishing prayer banks in the sanctum. Do I make myself clear?
He really was trying to protect us, Master. Maybe...
Do I make myself clear?
You do, Master. And I beg your forgiveness for my offense.
Granted. Now let's push on. We will take care of the body after the ritual.
Are you okay?
Just save it.
Ralatas Pera.
Here it is, the first foothold. This is where Malphas's vassals erected their first camp, so behave yourselves accordingly. You too, prodigy. Well then, before we start, there's something I need to tell you. Something, important. The rumors concerning the deaths of the Lightborn, they're true.
What?
The gods are dead. They fell 2 winters ago, beneath the sword of an unknown traveler. We, that is, the Order, have known about this for quite some time now, but haven't told the common people yet. But since the 3 of you intend to take the trial, there's no way to disguise the truth anymore.
But how can a god die?
There was a prophecy, as old as the Lightborn themselves, in which there was talk of a shadow god, who would end the era of gods. And it came true. I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
You're telling us that the gods have been killed, and you are sorry. What's next? That tomorrow the sun will stop shining? Tell us that this is a test, Master. It is, isn't it? A test of our faith.
No, the Lightborn are dead. But, hard as it may be to accept, we cannot afford
We?
to fall into a spiritual
Who the heck is
crisis
we?
right now.
The Order of the Gods, Malphas's order, was created to protect the Lightborn. And if what you're saying, this blasphemy is true, then we're meaningless. We failed, don't you see that? Oh, by the Black Guardian, I just can't believe it.
And though I shan't be seen, thou shalt live by my virtue. 3rd Revelation, verse 137. I know it's hard, Dunmar, but if this is true, we have to show strength and keep on believing in what the Lightborn stood for. Which is the idea of peace and...
Oh, just shut your mouth, Sakaresh. If anything, you lowborn scum are living proof that the Order is going downhill. Do you really think I don't know about the village? You're a damned witch, and if this were the old times, you would have been crucified long time ago.
You don't mean that, Dunmar.
Drop it, for heaven's sake! We're all on the same side here.
No, we are not. This wench doesn't have any right to wear the white robes. And if you would spend more time with the holy scriptures instead of your brandy bottle, you would see it as well. But no, you just...
Shut up! I swear to you, one more word and you will wish that I just suspended you.
But...
No buts! Do you understand?
Yes.
I hope so, for your sake. Just be glad that this is a time when we need skilled mages more than ever. Just be glad. Now enough of this. Our demeanor defiles this sacred place. There will be enough time for depression and personal crisis after the trial. Let's recite the holy words. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor. In life, as in death.
May your
May
light
your
guide
light
me.
guide me.
Good. As you know, this trial will test the fortitude of your spirit. Because this is what distinguishes a keeper from a soldier. What distinguishes a wise man from a fool. Keep that in mind. Now, drink the potion I gave you. You first, Prodigy. Let's hope the Grand Master was right about you.
What kind potion I drink? Oh, where I am.
Oh no. No. No, no. I knew I wouldn't be the last one. Did they also tell you the tales about the Keeper's spirit? They've lured you into a trap, you know. And you fell for it. Because you're arrogant. Just as I am. As I was. I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition of the word. But then again, what is reality anyway? If I told you that you and your friend Sirius actually lie dead at the bottom of the sea, and that everything that has happened so far, your journey to Ark, the search at the Sun Coast, was only a dream, would you be able to recognize the truth? The answer is no. Because you don't want to be dead. Therefore, your mind will do anything to make you believe this entire dream you've had was and is reality.
Oh, this is some theory. Now, am I able to dream if I'm actually dead? That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't it? Tell me, what is time to the dead and dreaming anyway? The last second before the water floods into your lungs. The very last instant before it tears them apart in your mind. It could be an eternity. A self-created sanctuary built from nothing but your wishes. But what's the point in talking anyway? You don't want to believe me. And I'm tired of trying to make you. Now leave me alone, before we make the suppressor even angrier. He doesn't like words. He likes the silence.
The suppressor? Who are you talking about?
What? They haven't told you about him? Oh, that's so typical. The suppressor. He's the reason why we will be imprisoned here forever. And why we can't access our feelings and wishes. And he does it because he wants us to lose hope. To stop believing. And... you know, sometimes I wonder if that's exactly what we humans... what I have to do to finally be free. Give up. Detach myself from the dreams of the past. Who knows if there were anything else than phantasms to begin with. But no. No, not yet. It's too early to surrender. And isn't that what makes us human anyway? To hope? And to just keep on waiting for that one miracle that will end the pain once and for all? Yeah, I'll wait. And you will wait with me forever.
Oh? Kinda, I'm not interesting. Oh.
What the? How did you do that?
I wish I knew.
You simply opened it? But that's impossible. All these years it's kept me from escaping, and you just... Come on. We have to look. We have to look and see what's outside. We won't get far, but still we have to see. Come, lead the way. But gods, these are the scourges of the suppressor. They want to punish us.
Okay, they are dead. Let's find some bow or something. Let us listen to the silence. What really drives you? Who are you? Who are you since you have set foot on Enderal? Now you are the opposite of what you really are. Instructive, strong, powerful, meaningful in sort, the prophet. You have constructed a narrative for yourself, fairy tale. A fairy tale about who you want to be. And you have found exactly those people who confirm it. That's the most important thing, isn't it? You found someone who believes in your fairy tale. Don't you see? You simply wrong. All about you is wrong. You are pathetic. You know that? What would Sirius say about this? Okay, it seems I'm really dead. This is my dreams. This game is insane. Okay. It seems no one here. Let's see what is in here. Oh. Remorse. No. Let's stay there. Okay.
Oh no, no! Can't you see? We're back where we.
So what?
What? Leave me alone! The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible.
Why are you so afraid of this suppressor? I haven't seen anything.
No, you haven't. Because you're blind. The suppressor is here, in every single stone, in every bone, in every drop of blood, and yet you are too blind to see it. But I should have known. I mean, what can you expect from someone who has killed his entire family? I followed you because for a brief moment, you made me want to believe, and now you've dragged me into the abyss along with you.
I just don't understand it. Who are you? A part of me? An illusion?
Of course I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. Isn't that obvious? But I should have known you wouldn't understand. You're too weak. You always were.
There must be a way out of here.
No, there isn't. Just look at us. Look at what we are. We are the damned because we are trapped too deeply in the past. And that's why we do not deserve freedom. What? The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible.
Hey guys, be right back. Gonna fetch me some water. Be back in the 1 minute. or two. All right, let's continue the journey.
What? Suppresses punishment. It will be horrible.
No. Let's just sleep for the whole day. Let's see what's happened.
The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible. Well, well. So you figured it out? Yes. I am what keeps you in this place. But was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am? Have you understood what drives you and determines your actions? The salt corrodes your skin, and the water in your lungs is cold. But you still haven't found it, child, have you?
I wasn't mad at him, he just annoyed me with his suppressor things. Is this Jasper? What is this?
Oh, hey. Good to see you awake. How are you feeling?
Fine, I guess. Where are we?
In the temple. The curarium, to be precise. You were brought here when you were traveling with that Ixon guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you here, so I thought I'd just stay. I mean, hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations are in order.
How the heck do you know about Ixon?
Everyone knows about Ixon, and the fact that you're asking this shows how little you actually understood. You're pathetic, you know that? Simply pathetic.
Excuse me?
I said you are pathetic. At first we believed it would be more exciting this time. But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone. You're a joke.
A nobody who let his only friend kick the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't you just let go?
Because in the end, you are powerless, just as all those before you. And you, prophet, you are the biggest joke of all.
You are nothing but an urchin.
A weakling.
And a murderer.
And that is why you will burn. All of you. The cleansing will happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
So you are the one behind it, aren't you? Why are you doing this? What have we done to you?
Is that so? Such presumption from a fish who thinks his pond to be the world. The world is an interplay of cause and effect, and the only logical consequence of your existence is annihilation. That's the way it was, and that's the way it's going to be. But enough of the banter, urchin. We wanted to meet you, and so we did, even though the result is rather sobering. Now wake up. Keep on stumbling through the mist.
Oh.
Thank Malphus. I was starting to think I was the only one. How are you? You look exhausted.
Yeah, I had a bad dream, a nightmare.
You did. That's probably one of the after effects of the potion. but it will pass, I'm sure of it. But it's good to see the Grandmaster was right after all. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. He didn't doubt for a single second that you would make it. But I suppose mutual congratulations are in order. We made it. We passed the trial.
So does that make us keepers now?
Almost, yes. All that is left to do is to take the oath, and then Grandmaster Aranthiel will exalt us to the keepers of the first sigil. Speaking of whom, he also told me some things while you were asleep. About the Pyreans, about these dreams, and of course, about this cycle. This is so bizarre, really. At first we're told out of nowhere that the gods have died, and now humanity is on the brink of extinction. This is a lot to take in.
The death of the Lightborn is the best thing it could have. I figured, what do you make of this all? The cycle, this cleansing.
Hard to say. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm magically gifted. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness was more than an ordinary disease. Well, I suppose all of this explains a lot. At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper. According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand or fall with you.
I wish I could say that with the same conviction as him. To be honest, I don't really think I understand all of what's happened to me yet.
Yes, I believe that. It's a great responsibility you've been given, and as impressive as your skills are, I would not want to change places with you.
So what's the next step?
Well, as I said, we both have to take the Holy Oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready. He's waiting for you in the Emporium.
We both? What about Dunwar?
Right. Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look good. It's likely that he'll never wake up again.
Oh. He will die? He doesn't deserve that.
No, in spite of everything. You know, Dunwar was one of those people who tried to gild their insecurity with boastful behavior. The reality is that he was the last of his bloodline, and his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. And who knows? Maybe he would have been a great help to the Order with the right guidance. But I guess Master Bartar's revelation was just too much for him. It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie.
You don't seem to be too shaken up over all of this. The death of the Lightborn, I mean.
Well, maybe I just don't show it as much. But yes, in a way, you're probably right. I suppose that's mainly due to the fact that to me, as opposed to Dunwar, the Order always stood for an idea. And an idea doesn't die with the one who first thought of it. Funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the exaltation. Dunwar would have considered it blasphemy.
Interesting thought. Speaking of Dunwar, what was that thing at the ritual place all about? He called you a witch.
I knew the question would come eventually. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later, you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so why not from me first?
I would have asked it if I weren't interested. Shoot.
As you wish. Where should I start? Maybe with the fact that I don't remember anything that happened before my 6th winter. I don't know where I was born, and I never got to know my parents.
You don't remember? How come?
I wish I knew. What I do know, though, is that the first memory I have is of waking up in the middle of some village. It was dark, and I felt dizzy and, I don't know, empty? That's probably the best way to describe it. I eventually found the strength to get up and look around, and, well, that's when I realized what was actually going on around me.
What?
The entire village. It had been destroyed. There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children, and the houses had been crushed as if some mad god had rampaged through the streets there. And it had all just happened hours before because the destruction was still fresh. Whatever it was, I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as I got up, I saw 3 riders coming through the smoke. One of them got off his horse, ran towards one of the corpses, and started screaming something in my direction. Then I felt a blow on the back of my head, and I lost consciousness. By the name of the sun, it's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but the memory feels as if it had happened yesterday.
Why did those men attack you?
Well, it turned out the riders were hunters who had come from that village. They must have observed the whatever it was from the distance and ridden back to the village. At least I think that's how it went. I guess I'll never find out. The reason they thought I was somehow involved is that the village priest found me a couple of days before it happened near a shrine in the wilderness. Apparently, I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seems that made the writers think I was some kind of witch child, or unholy beast, whichever you prefer.
They really thought a 6-year-old child destroyed an entire village? That's ridiculous. I see. And those men wanted to do what, exactly? Take revenge?
Probably. Truth be told, I try not to think about it too much. And actually, it doesn't matter, because I somehow managed to get away before they could do anything. I even made it to Ark all by myself, which didn't turn out to be much of an improvement in the end, because I was pathless.
They brought you into the Undercity, right?
Yes. Thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But maybe that's one of the advantages of being a child. You don't think. You just act. Still, the winters down there were cruel, and if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, I probably wouldn't have made it through my 2nd year.
Master Tyrus, a keeper, adopted you?
Yes, otherwise I would not be here. He saw me, and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it.
Alright.
Of course, the Order wasn't too happy about a pathless child in the Scuola, just as some aren't happy about you being here. But Tyrus was a highly regarded man, and that's why they let it slide.
He just saw you and decided to adopt you. That sounds too good to be true, to be honest. Why is the Order so preoccupied about pathless trying to get into their ranks? It's not like we both don't have our reasons.
That's right, we do, but we are both still pathless, and that disqualifies us according to the Holy Verses. I guess now you understand why I was never as connected to Malphas's teaching as Dunwar was. To some of the Keepers, I am still an outcast, and no matter what I do, I always will be.
So he just saw you and decided to adopt you. That sounds too good to be true, to be honest.
It does, yes. But then he had lost both his wife and daughter 5 years before he found me, so maybe I was some kind of substitute. I don't know. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I owe him everything. He was a good man, and that's all that matters.
So, Master Tyrus granted you the novitiate.
Yes, and now I'm here.
Novitiate.
Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it.
So that means Danvar believes that this story about you being responsible for the destruction of village is actually true?
He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion. One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against my presence in the Order. From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with.
Well, your story is a little unsettling, to say at least.
I know, and I am the last one who would deny that. You know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am. That way, people just leave me alone, and that gives me more time to focus on what's important, on my goals.
Which will be...
Several, but I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? There will be plenty of time for chatter in the future. Maybe.
Danvar was the last of his bloodline?
Yes. All of the Dalmordans fell victim to the great flesh maggot plague of 8215. Actually, it was almost sad to see him running around and boasting about his nobility, though everyone knew that without the help of the Order, he would have probably ended up living in a shack in the Undercity. If you can call that living.
Let's talk later. I should go see the Grandmaster
You
now.
should. It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. What do you think?
That would be nice.
Good. Then get your gear from the chest by your bed and we'll go. Well then, let's go.
Okay.
All
My
right,
sir.
this is the sanctum. It's a place of silence and prayer, and also where we'll be exalted later.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
Walk blessed.
Pathlessness, wherever you look.
Where is
Oh,
this
shit.
supposed to be?
I have to remember this.
Okay, I think you've seen this place before. We call this part of the temple the Chronicum, and in here is gathered the knowledge of the Order, written down in books and parchments. Plus,
Alright.
all of the experiments and research on artifacts and magic is done here. So it's a place you'll probably see often in the near future. Ah, and just below the Chronicum is the temple smithy. You should go there if you need equipment. Over there, that's the Scuola and the quarters, where both the keepers and the novices live. There's also a training room where everything from swordplay to marksmanship can be trained and taught. You will find some skilled teachers there. Well, I think that's about it. You've already been to the Emporium, and I assume to the Eye of the Gods as well. I suggest you speak to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready to take the oath.
Alright.
Prepare myself, probably. Now walk blessed. I will see you soon.
And you actually believe this could work? It sounds absurd.
Have you heard? Apparently the Blue Islands Coalition sent an emissary here to Enderal. Despite the wars. They are bold. You gotta give them that.
I want him, and you will need to get Chesser of it.
Is that so? Very well, I will convince her. You will hear from me.
I hope so.
Prophet, good to see you. How do you feel?
Like a newborn, except for a bloody headache and that pretty messed up journey into my own mind.
You've never been in any danger. If I had doubted your abilities, even to the slightest, I would have never spoken out for you. In any case, all that is left to do now is to recite the oath. Then we will finally deal with the more urgent matters.
What do I have to swear on? The dead gods, my loyalty towards the Order?
None of it, you'll see.
Fine, I'm ready when you are.
The ceremony needs a little preparation. 1 day at least. Come back then. Even if it hurts to lose more time, the cleansing approaches. I can feel it. Just this night I had another of the dreams.
A dream? What did you see?
People I knew, including you. But these people weren't themselves. There was something else, and it spoke through them. They mocked us and said our struggle against the cycle was pointless. It was peculiar. I believe that these beings are connected to the cycle. They must be the ones who cause it.
That's interesting. I had the same dream before I woke up to the curarium.
You did? That is interesting. It must be related to our roles as emissaries. Maybe there is a connection between us.
Any idea who or what those beings are?
None. Maybe they are demons or magical entities of some kind, but they are different from everything I know. In any case, if they are indeed responsible for the cycle, they are our enemies. That's what matters for now. Come back tomorrow for the ceremony.
You were imprisoned for a very long time, weren't you? 30 years?
Yes. Why do you ask?
I can imagine 30 years. I can.
Wherever you look, where is this?
Where were you kept prisoner?
In an old temple in the northern mountains of Nerim. It was a bastion of our order before Narazul's armies conquered it after the Battle of Triomar. Ironic, I know.
I can imagine 30 years of imprisonment. Didn't leave any scars?
They did. What are you getting at?
You want me to trust in your leadership? Is only fair that I learn more about you as person.
A fair point. But in the future, just be upfront. I do not like such veiled remarks. So, yes, my time in the prison was harsh. The hunger, the degradation, to name the most obvious. The worst, however, was the isolation. Ironically enough, that was the last thing I had expected, you know. From all the suffering there is, it seems so banal. But it isn't. You either find ways to cope with it, or it breaks you. Fortunately, I managed to do the former. For me, it was memories of the time before my incarceration, the prospect of what would come after it. They were my window into the outer world, so to speak. They reminded me that I was more than this deprived creature I had become in those dungeons.
Figures. How did it feel to be free again?
Strange. Everything seemed too bright, too unreal. I especially felt that in the cloister with Narazul's mages. I had difficulty talking to other people, and whenever I did, it felt as if the others were like wax figures. Like some cruel joke put in front of my eyes in order to mock me.
Actually, I'm surprised you went straight back to the Order. After all that happens, that's a lot of responsibility to take on after such trauma.
What would have been the alternative? A life as a fisherman? If the things I had to live through taught me one thing, then it was how important it is for me to be right here, right now, doing what I do. In fact, this is precisely what is missing in the world. People who do not let the whims of fate break their resolve. Now, enough of this. We have business to attend to.
About Circle.
Yes?
Cycle. Could you tell me more about us emissaries? What defines us?
That depends on whom you ask. In some writings of the Pyreans, we are referred to as chosen ones. But this is wrong. A better word would be chess figures with their own will. Whatever force causes the cycle also gave us powers and a task. But fulfilling that task is our own responsibility.
And you have no idea as to why we were chosen.
No.
And what exactly are those tasks we have?
Well, that is something else we only know in broad strokes. It is my task to lead mankind in its battle against the cleansing, to rally our strengths, so to speak. Yours is to read the echo and help us gain the knowledge we need for victory. How exactly you're going to do that is something we still have to find out.
Well, that's just how he is. Always talking rot.
A part of us, are there other emissaries?
I do not know, but there are hints. We will see.
The cycle. Do you have any idea how long it has been going on?
Good question. In their writing, the Pyreans say it has existed for aeons. Since this world exists, since the sea of eventualities exists, so too then does the cycle. It seems to be a part of existence, so to speak.
What? And no one has ever in breaking the pattern. That's discouraging.
The Pyreans didn't, and neither did the dozen civilizations that came before them. That is what we know. But as for what happened before that, our knowledge about the past is limited. All that matters for now is that the cycle threatens us, and that we have to stop it. Walk blessed, Prof. Yes?
This vision I have, the echo of the future, how exactly does it work?
As I said before, my knowledge about that is limited. But if it helps you, imagine that it is a way of perceiving that which connects us all, our subconscious.
You mean the place your dreams come from, the collective subconscious of mankind?
Yes. You know, most people perceive themselves as an entity separate from the rest of the world. And while this is partially true, there is something that connects us. Dark corners of our mind, bridges to which we in a conscious state do not have access to. But you do not need to be supernaturally gifted to feel that these bridges exist. I am sure you have experienced it yourself at one time or another. A moment where you knew exactly what another person thought or would do next. People with close blood ties can especially feel that connection. Children and their mothers, siblings, and especially twins.
So you're saying that all humans are connected?
Correct. And while most people hardly feel this connection at all, as if looking through a tinted window, to you, it is wide open during your visions.
If that's the case, how do you explain that I can see memories of the Pyrians too? They have been dead for millennia.
Their bodies might be, but the traces they left behind still remain. Everything that was, everything that is, and everything that will be, it already exists in the sea of eventualities. This is the basic principle of magic. And time is not a straight line. Only the barriers of our mind make us perceive it as such. Visions, premonitions, dreams that become reality. These are all leftovers of waves from other eventualities that spill over into our reality. There have always been people able to read them, but none so good at it as you are, thanks to the Echo.
Okay. Okay, I can do this while I'm waiting.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You don't belong here.
I promised to this apothecary to find her son, so let's do it.
Walk blessed.
Sir.
My Sir Delina.
This is holy ground, Lander. You do not... Yes.
Watch yourself.
for you. What? Oh, that's very generous of you. Thank you. Safe travels, and may his light guide you.
What? Okay. Let's read the letter. Jaspar, congratulations for passing the trial. You already know how I feel about red cloaks and their, let's say, superior attitude. But still, it would rob me of my sleep to know that I didn't congratulate you in person. Should your holy duties allow it, meet me at the old watchtower at the western gate of Ark. Jaspar. Alright. So I thought the Jaspar just leave the Enderal with the boat, but he's still here. Nevertheless, let's finish this mission I have started.
My sir?
Ah, I need to go up. Alright, alright. I see.
Yes?
To the Isle of the Core, okay.
Walk blessed, friend. Where are you headed?
Could you tell me something about those creatures, Mirats?
About Myrats.
Myrats.
Yes, tell. They're beautiful animals, majestic and wild, and dangerous if you're unlucky enough to run into an untamed one. In the time before the Blood Moon Revolt, a long time ago, tame Myrats like this one here was a really rare sight. Nowadays, though, they're pretty common, at least here at Enderal. Pity, somehow.
Why pity?
I guess that sounds stupid, but I sometimes long for the times my grandfather lived in. Being a Myrat warden was far more prestigious back then, and even fared with sublime or keepers. Nowadays, well, you can guess. Riding a Myrat has become as ordinary as riding a mule. But, who am I to complain?
I see, and how exactly does the fluffy flying part works? How do Myrats know where?
Oh, well, that's hard to explain. Through those clicking sounds, I also tell them where you want to go.
I need a flight.
Sure. Where to?
Core.
Good evening.
Hey, does the name Rukas ring a bell for you?
Huh. So old God's hand did find someone after all. I'm glad she did. Yes, I can take you to this island, but be careful, will you? The last time I went there, I think I saw bone rippers from the distance.
Alright, here we go. Oh, so I need to swim. It seems there are some lights in the buildings. So let's check it out, this place. Something happened here. I see the blood. Some bloody events take place in this. Okay, there was 3 of them. Let's eat something. It seems those guys in here I was eaten by these things. Require a key. Alright. Precisely what I need. A rat meat. Some strange silence. Okay, let's check it out. I can hardly believe my luck. It has been 4 days now since Driella had her vision of the island. Just a few days before that the hypocrites of the Order banned us from the city. Our fate would be heresy and sacrilege in the face of the Lord. Thank for color slow Dirella being ashamed told us about her dream. Isn't it strange she left ashamed even though it was obvious? Core spoke through her to guide us the way to our new home. Same day we already departed to find our sanctuary as expected. The people of Dunville ridiculed us such an island would be non-existent. Needless to say they were wrong. Just when a fisherman brought us against pay, who in the world would do something like that for free? A few miles from shore we could see the silhouette of our new home. There she was, lying in the sunset, sand as white as white as snow, palm tree gently waving in the wind. Insula Coris, Cor's Island. I will never forget their startled faces. Okay. Okay, nothing else here. Let's search other houses. What's that? What just happened? Note to Ceylon. Ceylon, if you read this, and I desperately hope this is the case, because it will mean you have regained your senses. It means that Kor has already called upon us to come to join into his arms. The barrier should prevent the beasts from Dunville to destroy our holy place, but on the amulets of both our dead sisters, you can find the holy words. Please, Ceylon, come to us. Kor's love is still in you, in every part of your body. Head to toe, every bone and your heart. I simply can feel it, and his last embrace will be glorious. Okay, I need to find some amulets, it seems. Okay, fine. A locket of two dead sisters. Okay. Let's see if in this house if I missed something. Locket. Alright. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Okay, so probably not here. No amulets. Let's search these houses. There are many more houses in this place. So let's check them all. Okay. Let's wait till the morning. Let me see. It's a night. Here I'm here I am, sitting quill and paper being the only friends I can share my concerns with. It is the island. Already after the dream I was troubled about those peculiar pictures. Yes, I have seen the island, and yes, with its white beaches and fertile soil, it seems like heaven on earth. Nonetheless, there was also something else. Solar, Sully, Sully, Sulieres, Sulieres interrupted my reluctance as timidity. But that is not what it was. It was anxiety. Even later, when I told him about it, he did not want to hear of it. He is confident that it was Kor who sent me the vision. It is our fate to live here until we transition into his realm. But I'm in the only one who feels it, who sees it. Something dwells here, and if that is supposed to be core infinite love, then I am the golden queen. This whispers in the winds of the palm tree leaves the burning on my skin. When I step into the sunlight, and yes, maybe I am just imagining things, but what about those grotesque faces on the wall? Ragor said it is a simple discoloration of the world, but am I really the only one who sees faces in it? Anyway, my hands are tied with every day passing by. Sully's slide further into an almost creepy felicity. He is deeply convinced that we found our purpose. We must leave. We must leave this place as soon as possible. But the moment I have no other choice but waiting course, love will guide my way as it did back then. Okay. So they found something in the island. Okay, let's search for more clues. Kinda creepy place. But the mask seemed to be oddly alive. Is this the deity of the cult core? Hmm. Third letter of the core. the bundle of papers to be some sort of correspondence of the core, who to their vows of secrecy had to find their ways to communicate. You can distinguish the word dialogue patterns by their handwriting. The documents are dated to 25 star summer night. Yes, she behaved strangely recently. But don't worry, she needs time to adjust to all this here. You know how much she was attached to Ark? Maybe so, but what about the things she tells? The whispering, those grotesque face in her room. Are you beginning now even so on? Those are stains, discoloration, nothing more. Do you mean this? Yes, I have to tell you something, Rukas. May I? What's the supposed? What's that supposed to mean? Of course you may. The whispering, I can hear it too. And this he- heat, the script is cut off this at this point. Dana, we are safe here. Suleris, Suleris says so, and I feel like him. This island is Core's gift, and we will stay here until then. Just trust me. You know what? I will never let anything. You know that I will never let anything happen to you. Okay. So something start to get them so afraid and paranoid. Some stripes. Sister Corey. This morning, Driella had an attack right in the middle of the prayer in the parish hall. She started to scream and to strike out wildly, and it needed three of us to calm her down. Even after we managed to calm her down, she did not stop screaming. Something about corpse grimace. She must have referred to the faces she sees in the walls. Suleris had her brought to the parish hall and gave her a potion made from flower juice to sedate her. As a matter of fact, her attack was not the bad thing. It was Suliris and the other man half-heartedness in carrying an after they had brought Driella to the cabin, as if nothing had happened to them. It seems to be awfully simple to shrug off her state as delusion. I cannot, and which is even worse, I know what she's talking about. For a long time, I talk myself into believing that it is just my imagination, but this is not the case. The whispering, it is there, and a shroud of certainty that something is wrong lays upon everything. I feel like a child to whose father gave it a lifelike wax figure from which he tries it to convince to be its friends. No matter how skillful it was crafted and how immaculate the skin seems to be, in the end it is dead and was right from the beginning. Okay. So something just happened. Something happened to this girl. Let's continue. Again. Ah, here's the letter. I have talked to you, Lucas. What is it? I'm occupied, Lucas. I cannot stand it any longer. All this here, it is too much. It is about Suliris, isn't it? What did he do today? He hurt her, damn it. He hit her with a slam in the face. She deserved it. What? She deserved it. Didn't you hear what she was about to do? She wanted to betray us, Dana. Betray us. This is just not true. She wanted to go because she feels bad. And she said she wanted to come back again, which she did not intend to do. And even if so, she is not allowed to go. Dana is our home. Kor led us here, and leaving the island would mean to spit on his law. Actually, this what should count herself lucky that Sully Rice left it for a few hits. Okay. They getting too religious by now? Oh shit! Okay. It scared me a little. I haven't expected the big spider in this room. Let's just eat something. Okay, let's see. 6 letter. This is madness, Cory. You cannot do that. I can, and you come with me. What if they catch us? You know what he did to you last time. If they catch us, they will kill us. But they would do that anyway, sooner or later. What? Don't act like don't act the fool, damn it. I know that you feel like Driella and me, and if we do not act now, they look us like her. But Rukas is not Rukas anymore, and I don't think that you need me to tell you, or do you really want to tell me that you just fell down the stairs? Lying never was one of your assets, Dana. He a good person, damn it. Damn, not simply leave. You do not leave him. He left you. Tonight, 1 hour after the parish prayer, Rugars I see first than a senile Lenor, and he won't notice. We'll take one of the boats. All right. Okay, let's see if there are more of these letters in here. Sun is crimson on every skies, and the roar of the surface peaceful. What an August, August view. One last gift from you before we finally receive your endless love. Today, Rukas came back from Dunaville and brought the portion as well as everything we need for the great feast. The others prepared the great feast since yesterday evening. Oh, how it smells! A real blessing. After that, all will be done as you wish. And yes, that what happened last week fills me with sorrow. Just like you, but you said yourself, your way is the way of love, and the one of the Demir Demiurge is hatred. Cory and Dana chose the demiurge because their faith in you was too weak. Therefore, they paid the price. We, on the other hand, your true disciples, know about your endless mercy in which you led us here. We are your children, and your love cuts across us from head to toes, flow in your blood, and sleep within our bone marrow. The day of advancement has come. Okay, so what's now? Find a locket of two dead sisters. Alright. Something telling me that the locket is in the water. Oh, not here. Because here is the blood. And they were preparing some kind of... Alright. This one was biggest one. I'm gonna try to sneak to him. Okay, let's see what can I do with my skills. Okay. Let's learn a smithing. Okay, I have learned that they probably... Hello, man. Thank you for watching, by the way. So I learned they probably kill these two girls. And by the all, guys, you can follow me on the Facebook if you want. That's it. Or YouTube. Hmm. Ah. These are the lockets. Poor sisters. Okay, let's find... Let's find a way up. Maybe I should wear them, but we'll see. Probably now I can pass this door. Recite the inscription from the lockets. In course never-ending love, we want to bloom. Okay, let's find out what is inside. Okay, only rats. Well, they have pretty nice table. Let me check out this elixir. No, I need ordinary rat meat. Never mind. Okay, so the meat probably from this rat shouldn't be roasted. I check this room. Scrolls. Okay, that's it. This a ritual site. Okay, let's check it out. Scribe note. Freedom is born from sorrow. Freedom is born from sorrow. This one. It seems every note is here. Like from every person in here, probably. And as it goes with these cults, they probably kill themselves. But I need to find the bodies. There's some kind of chest in here. Okay, nothing here. Heavy armor expert. Underground? Alright. Yeah, it looks like some temple is in here. Underwater. Let's see where it leads. Oh my god. This is creepy. And what's now? Okay, I have underwater breathing potion. Oh my god. Oh, it is underwater temple. Let me heal myself. Oh no. Okay. I shouldn't be quicker. Let's try it again. At least now I knew where I need to go. Right here, here. Through these buildings. Yep, water breathing. Here we go. I was hoping for more scrolls. Wow. Mythical Blizzard. Somehow. You have to have skill level 90 to learn Blizzard, alright? Okay, but Blizzard mythical, like this should be nice. So this is core. Yeah, I have a feeling that they're gonna kill themselves as the offering to the core. poison bottle. So these motherfuckers just poisoned themselves. And this is probably some blood offering cups. Never mind, I found some teleport scroll. So gonna use it. Sad story for her son. Okay, let's tell her bad news. Okay, it's a building behind this.
What?
No.
Yes?
Okay, better she knows the truth.
Have you been to the island?
Yes, but it's bad news. Rukas is dead. He and other cultists.
A sunken shrine? So you are saying whatever power lived in that temple made Rukus and the others?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Marvelous. It is all my fault. I failed. If I had been there for him more, if I would have prayed more often, he would have never lost his power. I just know it. Here, take this key. It opens up a shelf in the bank. The things in there, they were meant for Rukus, for when he comes back. Now, please go. I need some space.
Okay, now... With my new abilities, I cannot find and collect souls. I should search for them. Okay. Let's search for Jaspar. He was first character that I meet in this game, so
In the shackles of lust.
I have like some friendly face feelings about him. So he was first guy he helped me in this game. tell me about the island. So he was like my mentor. He helped me with the order. So I take him take him as a friend in this game.
Now look at that.
I don't know who ever made him as character. They made him so recognizable, so like I remember him from beginning in the games. And
Yes? Monsieur? Yes?
Ah, there you are. Glad you made it. So, how was it? I heard quite some stories about this trial, and was never sure what to make of it.
it was different than what I expected. How can you still here? I thought you wanted to be on a boat to kill A.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Come, let's go upstairs. It'll be worth it. There we are. Wait a second. So, wine or pipe?
Wine sounds good.
Termatralian brandy, vintage 8190. A real treasure. Consider it a congratulatory gift for passing the trial. Nothing better than a good pipe and a nice sight to go along with it. It's always sad to see how few people can truly appreciate these things. Anyway, tell me, my friend, what is it that drives you? I've been asking that myself since we met. I mean, it's not like anyone's forcing you to play errand boy for Orenthiel, is there? And with your abilities, you could make a fortune as a mercenary. Not to mention the danger you put yourself in. Securing the excavation site, passing the trial, they certainly haven't been easy on you so far.
If this cleansing is real, we're in this together. I might as well help to fight it.
Makes sense. In any case, it's interesting to see how you've gotten from being a magically gifted refugee to the center of all this. Kind of reminds me of a woman I used to travel with, Alicia. No matter where she went, she always ended up in the eye of the storm.
How did you end up traveling with her?
We got hired for the same job. Usually I work better on my own, but this partnership was refreshing in every aspect. It felt good to know someone's got your back for a change, especially with the kind of work I do. Which is why we decided to stick together after that first job. And it went great, at least initially. She just cared too much, you know? Yeah, she was a mercenary, but she only ever picked the jobs where she thought she could help people, or at least do no damage. As you can imagine, that doesn't always work out in my profession, and whenever it didn't, she really took it to heart. It was sad, if you think about it, really.
So I take it you were a couple.
We traveled together and we had sex, so yes, according to most people's definition of it, we were a couple.
For how long did you work together?
That was, let me think, about 3 years. Yeah, we went to Araziel, Kira, Arkwend, and one time we even fought a group of Petrified on Lille.
Is she dead?
She fought as ardently as she lived. I don't know how I would have survived
Yeah,
that fight without her.
she is dead. If she wanted to help, why did she become a mercenary?
Oh, several reasons. First of all, she was primarily a traveling healer, and used the money she got from those jobs to sustain herself. Secondly, Lycia wasn't all selflessness. She wanted to help people, yeah, but she also wanted to make experiences, I guess. Live like an eagle, love like a madman, and dream like a god. A bit cheesy, yeah, but that was her credo.
How come you split up?
Well, we were simply too different. I guess that's what it comes down to. Let's face it, I'm a pathetic white knight, and an even worse world savior. Lycia and I, we were just bound to clash. We were lovers, then friends, then lovers again, and so on and so forth. Ultimately, that was just too much for me. Too extreme. Too absorbing.
So she wanted something serious, love.
Love as she defined it, yeah. Had it been for her, we would have married after that first night.
And what was it that you wanted?
That's a long story. Not one that puts me in a favorable light. At least if you're like most people. Let's save that for another time.
So you split up.
Split up. Yeah, that's one way to put it. But anyway, enough about me. What about you? Has there ever been someone in your life? Or have you always been the lone wolf?
I don't know. I have some feeling she died on some mission and he has now some kind of guilt, but he's not telling me. Maybe, maybe not.
That's my line. I, for one, have had enough drama to last me a lifetime. Sex is fine, but I guess I'm just not naive enough for anything else anymore. Love, love, love. People have such wrong-headed expectations, really. Sometimes I think it would help us all to finally admit that there isn't that much that separates us from the apes. Anyway, why don't you tell me a little more about this trial? I heard you passed it together with that quiet girl, Kalia. What's she like? I've heard some stories about her. That's just life, I think. There comes a point when you've done all you can. My. We've certainly lost track of time, haven't we? I really need to hit the hay for a couple hours now. I'll have to go look for some new work tomorrow. And I've heard about a nobleman who's looking for a sellsword. That is, if Arenthiel or old Bushybeard doesn't have a new job for me by then. Say what you want about them. Their pay is beyond generous. I'll see you around, my friend.
Okay. Let's explore a little. I saw some cavern up here. So let's check it out. I wonder how I've not been there. Use net of souls. Okay, but how? Net of souls. What have I done? I want to use Net of the Souls. No, this is not right. This isn't right.
We always go too easy on we always go too easy.
Why cannot I use it? Well, like, how cannot I use it?
So, wine or pipe?
No, this.
Termatralian.
Alright, let's check out this cave. But also, why cannot use... Maybe I don't have enough magic. It seems so. Okay, let's check this cave. Let's see what we can find here. I didn't explore a lot this part of the island. Okay, we have rat meat, it seems. And we have few wolves. Okay, let's check out the cave. I'm a little disappointed in those rats. How came that they don't have any meat on themselves? Never mind.
All you got?
Okay, there are more of them. I hear the voices.
All you got?
Alright. Gonna wait until the morning. Alright. Oh, I see the big chest. Empty. Why it's empty? I need a rat meat. Not much. Alright. Nothing more to be found here. No! I need the meat. Dead priest. Here we go. Okay, we are, it seems, in the beginning. Let's go outside. Now, there's some kind of grow in here. Oh, the graveyard. Or is it? Some kind of tomb? Okay, there you go. Old cemetery crypt. So let's see, what do we have here? Scrolls, books. Let me just check out what is here. I don't want to leave my bag without checking it. Okay. I hear footsteps. It seems the skeleton triggered the trap as it falls on the ground. Okay. Auto saving, so some mighty enemy in here. All right. This looks like a dead end. Okay. Can I use here the magic? Okay, like I have equipped it. Okay, I admit I don't know what it represents. Like I didn't find any soul or ghost or something. Okay, that's it. Nothing more to be found. Let me heal myself. Okay, let's see what to do next. Maybe I can... Yeah, maybe I can visit this old lady. Fogville. Or maybe I can go to Fogville. Never mind. Let's get back to the Ark. Or to the Sun Temple. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's go to the ceremony. I'm already late. Like 1 day.
Finally, come with me. As you wish.
Okay, guys, be right back. Alright, let's continue. Need to follow him.
There. Climb the stairs. Go to the statue and speak with the Grand Master. No idle talking, no stupid gazing, right? Very well. The entire third and fourth sigils are gathered in there, so show some respect. And now, walk blessed, brother.
Alright, here we go.
It is time. Come forward, Prophet. I know what you are feeling. Mistrust. For it is the first time in the history of the Order that a stranger will receive the holy consecration. You consider it a treason against our charter, and therefore against us all. And indeed, it is true that traditions have strengthened the Order. We have ruled this land for millennia, and for millennia we have prevailed. And I know that what happened 2 years ago has unsettled you. Yes, we are in a crisis. Yes, our foundation seems to be shattered. And now you believe that I profane even what little is left by consecrating a pathless one. But you are wrong. It was always people who have given strength to the Order. People like you and me. Yes, we did serve the Lightborn, but because they embodied an idea. The idea of peace through stability. And even now, after their demise, we will pursue this idea. We are facing a threat that endangers the world as we know it. And to fight it, we need one thing above all others, the readiness to make sacrifices for the greater good. This man, like Novice Sakarish, has shown this readiness. He is talented and has a gift, and thus carries responsibility. But instead of running from this responsibility, he faced it and found us. Consecrated ones, repeat my words. This is the day when my old me dies away. For today, I receive the sigil.
This is the day when my old me dies away. For today I receive the sigil.
This is the day when my old me dies away. For today I receive the sigil.
From now on, I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
From now on I live... Okay.
From now on I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
Until death absolves me from my duty.
Same thing you said.
Until death absolves me from my duty.
Thus, you are elevated to keepers of the first sigil. Rise. Now let us all recite the holy words. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor in life as in death. May your light guide me. Leave now, brothers and sisters, and rest. We will need our strength.
Brother,
go and get your armor at the Temple's Forge. After that, meet me in the Emporium. There's news.
What are these sigils?
Ranks. After a novice has passed the trial, he is raised into the first sigil, and over the course of years, if he proves to be worthy, into higher ranks, up to the fourth sigil, which is held by the Truchessa and the Grandmaster, me.
That's it. I am now keeper of order.
Of the first sigil, yes. Our masters will teach you. Our smiths will equip you. That is all that I wanted.
Okay, see you then.
Walk blessed.
Walk blessed.
Walk blessed, Prophet.
Okay, let's go to the forge.
At the horizon, thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor.
You just wait and see. As fucking
What?
Huh. You're the one that got it, right? Congratulations on passing.
Here we go, the forge. I think I've been here already.
Now, if it isn't the notorious prodigy, Halder Stronghand, blacksmith of the Holy Order by my path. Pleasure to meet you.
The Grandmaster said I can get my armor here.
Ah, right. The highly debated new keeper. You certainly have caused some uproar. I'll give you that. So, robes, mail, or plate?
Late. Mail.
Fine, here you go. And no matter what you think of all this, wearing this armor is an honor. Get that into your head. Most of us had to wait decades for it.
Okay.
Walk blessed.
Let's check it out. What? They give me this? Much better.
Sure. You'll have to pay normally, though. As much as the Grandmaster favors you, metal and work don't come for free.
Okay, let's see what she's got.
Walk, but
Okay.
Sure. You'll have to pay normally, though. As much as the Grandmaster favors you, metal and work don't come for free.
Let's see if I can... Crafting... Alright, here we go.
Walk blessed. Sure. You'll have to pay normally, though. As much as the Grandmaster favors you, metal and work don't come for free. Walk blessed.
Okay, I have a few more learning points, but I'll save them for the later. Let's see what the Grandmaster wanted from me.
Of course they have. You know how these bureaucrats are, but they will do it.
Very good. Thanks for your efforts, my friend.
Don't mention it. I just hope you know what you're doing. You know, many see the course the Order has taken since you came back as disquieting. Narazul's mages in the temple, an outlander as a keeper. It's a lot to take in.
I know, Jorik, but someone has to deal with the threat. And if we don't, no one will.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Okay.
Prophet, did you find your way around?
I guess so, yes.
Good. It is important that you get adjusted to this place. It will be the base of all operations to come. Right now, we are still in the dark as to the true nature of this cycle. All we have are fragments, but we will change that. There are 2 trails we have found. I want you to go after both of them.
Which
the
ones?
First one has to do with the stone fragments from Old Rashengrad. Pegast has not yet told you, but all of them together form a so-called sigilled stone, which we urgently need. The Arcanists have already put it together, but we still lack a part of the ritual to activate it. And for that, we need the memory of a dead person. The second trail revolves around a discovery we made in the Heartland. It could be a significant, if not the only prospect we have in this fight. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with the stone. What do we need it for?
It's simple. I've told you that the Pyreans knew about this cycle, and that they too battled it before they vanished. The sigil stone was a magical defense they created to protect themselves from the Red Madness.
Protect how?
Through small fragments that segregate once a certain ritual is performed on it. Wear one of these fragments and it will serve you like a shield for your spirit. The stone won't produce enough for all citizens of Ark, but enough for all of us keepers and the guard. The problem is that we lack knowledge about this ritual, and those who have it have been dead for millennia.
So that's why we need the memory of the dead person.
Correct. The entire plan revolves around a discovery which is exhibited in the Chronicum. The frozen corpse of a Pyrean, which a fisherman found adrift in the Northern Sea some years ago.
And we have to, what, somehow access his memories?
Yes, the ice prevented his body from decaying. But go to the Chronicum and speak to Archmagister Maragil. He will be able to explain it better than I can.
Verse 8.
This is getting interesting.
Sky can rain fire. Magister's for change.
Yes.
What?
Oh, hey.
So what's so spectacular about this? To me, our pal here looks like your average crypt corpse.
Well, he isn't. Do you see this marking on his forehead? That's a symbol of the Ashian, the two priest castes who reigned over the Pyrean Empire like the Lightborn did over Vin. He was no high priest, but more than an acolyte. Let's just hope he participated in the manufacture of the sigil stone back in the Pyrean era.
Well, hoping can't hurt. But look, we have company.
Delvareg, Archmagister, how's the situation?
Walk blessed, Grandmaster. We're fine. Everything is ready. So this is him?
Yes, this is the Prophet.
Interesting. Truly interesting. I imagined you to be different. I'm Lexiel Marigil, Archmagister of the Holy Order. Pleased to make your acquaintance. So, where do we start? Has the Grandmaster already informed you of the goal of this mission?
We're supposed to somehow get a memory from this dead Pyrian, because he knows the missing words for the ritual.
Correct. Now you're wondering how will this be possible? This is where the word of the dead comes into play. An old relic we'll need to find.
The word of the dead? I thought that was a legend.
No, it exists. And we also know where. Just so you understand, the word of the dead is an artifact that allows entering a deceased person's mind to relive his last memories as if they were your own.
And you want to do just that with our frozen pal here. This is the grand plan, right?
Right. You'll need to locate the word of the dead, teleport the Pyrian's body to you, and then enter his thoughts. And there you'll have to look for the words of the ritual.
Assuming I somehow get into these memories, what exactly do I need to look for?
Well, we only lack the last words of this ritual. What you have to look for is an ornamental scroll, which looks just like the one on the drawing I'll give you in a moment. All you have to do is remember the glyphs in the scroll, then write them down once you're back in the waking world.
Why does this ritual need words? The magic I know of it's rather silent.
True, but we're talking about a different form of magic. It works similarly to the forbidden school of entropy.
How am I supposed to find my way around in his memory? I don't speak Pyrian.
That's right, but the priest himself did. And according to the legend, this should allow you to understand.
Alright then, so where can we find this word of the dead?
Well, this is...
There's an old manor in Enderal's west that belongs to an old collector of artifacts. We received Then you will offer him this brooch, and if all goes well, he will offer you a quarter for the night to negotiate in the morning. Then it's all a matter of timing. Sneak out of your room, look for the word of the dead, and teleport the Pyrean to you.
Oof. And how exactly I supposed to use this word of the dead on the Pyrian?
Archmagister?
Yes, well, that is a good point. We don't know, because we don't even know what the artifact looks like. But how goes the saying? The proof of the eating is in the pudding.
We'll manage somehow. And even if we don't, it definitely sounds like an adventure.
It's a great responsibility, be aware of that. But I have faith in both of you. Now get going as soon as you can. This mission will be fruitful. I can feel it.
And there they go.
So, shall we go?
Yep. Just meet me at the Myrids Tower at the Western Cliff. I'll go grab my stuff now.
Let's hope he knows what Prophet.
Okay, but first I want to see
The Fey Prodigy.
what this Ralata guy have to say. And also, I want to visit a marketplace.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Many of you may have heard it already. There's war in Kira. A group of honorless heretics put over themselves with the name Disciples of the Sin.
Yeah? No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it. Walk blessed. Information? What do you mean?
By that, they have not only defiled the grand...
Well,
Let me see.
you just have to live with it.
That's not very much, but fine.
The eternal timeless.
A couple of moons ago, I had a really strange guy as a customer. He wore two sabers, like those coal people do, but when he moved, he was really swift about it, like he was some kind of thief. I think he was an assassin, as they call them. Quiranian contract killers. You can hide within a fortress, but they'll find you. Somehow break into your room
Alright.
and kill you in your sleep. And unlike those everyday scroungers, they know how to wield a sword, like Loram Waterblade did. Who knows? Maybe that'll help you.
Okay, I want the next
That wasn't
one.
enough? Huh. Let me think. Yeah. There was that wench once, a farmer. She came running into the city as if chased by the Black Guardian and told the guards something about an ambush on her farm. Nothing unusual, you could say, especially nowadays, but apparently the bandits were led by a mage. And, well, if you can believe that farmer woman, she conjured the sunfire down from the sky. Green
Please.
fire, lightning, the living dead rising from the ground, a wild mage. In other words, one of those sinistropes. But she also knew elemental magic like the keepers do. I wouldn't want to come across someone like her.
Alright.
Walk blessed.
This guy give me some info.
Walk blessed. Sure, take a look.
He has ambrosia. My favorite. Kinda. I don't use scrolls. Let's just give it to her.
Walk blessed. Oh, how nice of you to ask. I can't complain. I suppose the wars in Kilay and Kira make it harder to get your hands on certain wares. But still, life's good. Definitely more comfortable than my time on the road, though.
Your time on the road, you were homeless?
What? No, I was a vagabond, as people like to say. A traveling mage.
Figures, how did you become a vagabond?
You know, I grew up in a village near Duneville. Actually, I had a pretty good childhood there. But when I discovered my magical gifts, well, let's just put it this way. It changed how people treated me, even my own parents. I just felt the need to, I don't know, get out, see some of this world. So after I did the passage to the water, that is, after the Order taught me how to use my magic path, I decided not to return to my village and packed my traps and hit the road. Kind of bold, yes, but back then, I didn't care. But I digress.
Hmm. You did the passage to the water? How was that?
Hard. The Arcanist made it clear that we stood at the crossroads. Either we learn to control the magic, or we become outlaws. It was not a pleasant time, I can tell you that much. The keepers were extremely strict, and you learn to be independent, to not get too close to anybody. But no offense, that's a very personal topic.
Hmm. What happened to the people who didn't make it through the passage?
As I said, I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
What do you mean by people treated you differently back in your village?
Well, they weren't exactly hostile to me, but it was the small things. Looks, talk going on behind my back. Over time, that just gets to you.
So,
But you know, I don't think I can blame them, especially with the village folk. The word magic is always mentioned together with wild magic, Orbeus, and devastated cities. And all of a sudden, here I am, suddenly one of them who can do those things, even though I don't have Eterna blood. How is that supposed to fit into their worldview? They can't really know better.
what? And you weren't afraid of bandits, for example?
Well, that's one of the upsides of being an Arcanist. You don't need to be a bulk of muscle to defend yourself against a pack of wolves. Plus, back in those days, the roads were safer by far. All these brigands, the frenzied Vatirs, the lost ones, that's new, for whatever reason.
Hmm. Still sound tough.
I probably made it sound worse than it was. I've heard that on Niram, magically gifted people get driven out of their village, or worse. I guess I should consider myself lucky.
Alright.
Walk blessed.
I should find my crate. Here it is.
Scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Maybe I could sell these things.
Huh? Can I help you?
Is this general merchant?
Walk blessed, my sir. How can Sylvan and friends serve you today? Would you like to open a personal vault? Or perhaps even acquire an estate?
I want to open the vault.
Very well. We will need a 100 penny deposit to start with. After that, you may make a withdrawal or deposit whenever you would like.
Well, there comes a point where you just have to live with it.
Walk blessed! And don't forget, your money is safe with Sylvan and friends. Of course.
What? Okay.
Walk blessed, my sir. Thanks to our very generous interest rates. Well, I beg your pardon, most likely quite limited intellectual... Fine then. We use it to trade. We invest. For example, in promising expeditions on new trade routes. And from the returns those investments yield, we not only pay our employees, but your interest.
Okay, I don't interested. I just wanna to see this vault I own. Oh, I can actually steal.
Some shifts never end.
We always go too easy on the scum.
In one of these vaults, I should have a like key.
Yeah, it's not as if I didn't tell them that already. Huh? Can I...
Just go away. Yeah, that's it. Okay, one more expert. Okay, I need to have a master level of... Can I steal? Yes, only torch, so... If I want to steal... Let's try this. Ah, more down. No. Oops. Oh, what happened? Oh. Ah. See what have this kind of guy have in his rooms. Okay, this is just a kitchen. Nice. Okay. Oh.
An outlander. What are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be, no, somewhere else?
Maybe he has a copy of Butcher, but apparently not. This is his
Keep
wife.
walking.
Can I loot other crates? Let's check it out now. No. Okay. It's only to his house.
Yes?
Okay, boys. Thank you for everything.
Renard Shalom, my sir. Are
Good.
you looking for fresh fish?
Huh? You're not Enderalian. Endralian, are you?
Kiraj, what gave me away? My skin or my accent?
Your clothes.
Well, I'll have to work on my disguise then. Jokes aside, I am from Kaira, but I was only 6 years old when my commune came to this country, and I'll have seen my 60th winter next month, so I suppose that makes me as Enderalian as most people around here.
Why did you leave Quira?
Oh, there were many reasons. Suffice it to say that Kyra isn't the
Kyra.
glittering, exotic country of dreams and poems that bards make it out to be. I am glad to live here. You can say what you will about Enderal, but at least it's peaceful.
Show me what you have in stock.
Of course, Sherry.
Why is that stuff so expensive?
You just can't depend on those sailors. How long do they expect me to wait for
Hungry?
my shipment?
I've got just what a weary traveler needs.
My fish, only the best, and fresh from the Red Sea.
Hello.
This general letter goods. Let's see, what can I
How
sell?
may I be of service? Of course.
Need to earn some money.
Yes.
Huh?
Hammers,
War
daggers,
Nerum.
the best
Killing.
from the Kalain
Red
Archive.
Madness.
Looking for everything for the path-abiding soldier. Everything for the path-abiding soldier. Come again.
Okay. Let's see what else I can find in my chest. Ooh, I have few more weapons. Let's sell them.
How may I be of service? Of course.
No, what do I doing? Okay, seems that's it.
Hello.
Walk blood. Sure, take a look.
Maybe she has rat meat. No.
Walk blast.
Okay.
Huh. You're not from around.
Oh, it's called Taharael or something. I'm gonna check him out
Is it important?
to see what he has to say.
Walk blast.
Wait a minute.
Sir?
Meet Taro in his hideout in the main cavern. Okay.
I'm so hungry. Thank you. That's really generous. May his light guide you.
Hearts of so many. Summer it was. The day had just broken when a man found a sight most unspoken. Sleep, sweet child, close your eyes. The ravens come to claim its prize. Can you hear his wings in the night? Hush, my dove.
Foreigner.
Don't
Well, well. The venerable
Main
sunshine graces us
cavern.
with its presence. Come to Gork, people worse off than you.
you'll be.
Mm-hmm.
Walk blessed.
Hello? Lee? Okay.
Oh, where are you?
What are you doing here? Go ogle someone else.
Probably here somewhere.
You picked a good time to come down here. Apparently the Relata's leader, the father, just disappeared, alongside half of his lambs. A sun child, huh? If you came to watch the fights, you're late. Apparently someone beat the beast. I wish I'd seen that.
My sir, please. The Lord will redeem.
What are you looking at?
Hello.
Like where he could be.
Move along. You're from the surface, aren't you? They say that Tila...
Is this quest broken? Tarel in his hideout. Okay. Probably I need to find some signposts. Main cavern.
Hello.
Alright. Hey, aren't you dickies alike?
There you are. I was
Ah.
beginning to wonder whether you got cold feet.
And what now? Will you take me to this first year?
What? No, on the contrary. Even though us voices have a lot of privileges within the Relata, we're still under constant
Kurci,
observation,
tak to...
just like the Scions and the Acolytes.
That's
If I
dobre
were
aj
to leave
vydržali
without
ináč.
any reason, that would raise more suspicion than just dropping off the grid for a couple of hours down here.
And what now? Will you take me to this first year?
Well, that's the plan. But as I said, we will have to discuss a couple of things first. And please listen carefully, even if it sounds boring. If we blow our cover, then it will not just be the end of our plan, but also the end of the two of us. So, the Ralata has a holy scripture called the Ralas, or the Book Out of the Ashes. Its verses are the commandments of every Ralaim.
Ua.
It affects you because there are a couple of rules that you have to abide by once we're inside the temple. To infringe them is a crude sign of disrespect, and no mercenary who values his life would do that. In other words, if we want nobody to get wind of our plan, you'll need to fit in. Number 1, never talk to an acolyte, or voice, or seer if they don't address you first. As a mercenary, you're at the bottom of the hierarchy, on one level with the Scions.
Fair enough. How do I recognize the ranks?
By their garments. Scions wear plain robes, and sometimes hoods. Acolytes wear the purple robes of the Relata with their distinctive sun pattern. Seers wear similar robes,
Very
only
much.
more ornate. Voices wear the same armor that I wear. Rule number 2. Wear this, or a helmet, whenever you enter the temple. The Relata detests the display of the body, as all corporeality. Nobody will attack you if you enter the temple unveiled, but it will make people suspicious. And finally, rule number 3. Do not openly talk about the Father. It's considered blasphemy. You most likely won't see him before the expedition anyways. There are Ralaim down there that have been committed to the Relas for 20 years now, and never saw him in person.
Did you ever see the father in person?
I guess I saw him more than once as he experimented on my body as a child, but if you're referring to my time at the Relata, yes, I have.
So, what he's like?
Different. A lot more different from how you would probably picture him.
What is it blasphemy to talk about the father?
How would I know? It's a rule. And we all know how much religious people love following rules without questioning them. I'm sure the father had his reasons.
What's the Relata's problem with the human's body?
It binds us to the physical plane.
Alright, anything else?
One more thing. In case the first seer asks, you contacted me, not the other way around. You heard the rumor that the father is looking for the lost pages, and a man named Rezio Doran gave you the tip about Carlian. You then contacted me and the false dog, and we went to get the pages together. Either way, enough of the talking. I informed the first seer of our coming, and like any sleeper, you will be tested by another voice in front of the temple.
Sleeper?
A person who hasn't seen the truth yet. In other words, everybody who's not a Ralaim.
Understood, let's go.
Follow me.
Mind your fucking business.
An Obolus, my sir, please. The Lord will redeem you for your kindness.
Čauko, dobrú noc teda.
Move along.
Bloody steel crabs, always in the way of progress.
Boring.
My sir.
My sir, you look as though you have a kind heart. Please, spare a penny for me. Just one.
All right, almost there.
Move along.
Should have just paid his shadow tax. Well, some people never learn.
Sunchild.
Yes,
Brother Sorrow.
Brother Wrath. From ashes to blood, from blood to liberation. Is this the sleeper?
Yes,
He knows the rules.
of course.
Good. Hold still. Interesting. You may enter.
Thank you, brother.
Father's blessings.
Well, that was strange.
This is the second time somebody calls you Brother Wrath. Why is that?
Ah, right. The short version. Once you devote your life to the Relas, you need to take on a new name. The name of your biggest vice in your life before the awakening. Relaim always call each other by their new names, but we voices often use our dead names in the outside world.
I understand how wrath is a vice, but why sorrow?
Every emotion is a weakness. Joy, greed, lust, scorn. According to the Relas, everything that is human is another obstacle on the way to transcendence.
Do you know the dead names of the other lime? Lime?
Hardly.
How
Most
to
people don't
pronounce?
like talking about their lives before the Relata.
A lime. Okay. How so?
This man, he wasn't just any voice. He was the father's right hand, Brother Sorrow.
What should the father send his right hand to retrieve me?
Good question. Let's just stay on our guard.
Why is he wearing mask?
Most Relaim do. Complete veiling isn't required, but it's considered a sign of religious devotion.
He talks strangely.
I know. He's always been like that. But don't underestimate him. This man is a monster. I once saw him fight 4 thugs at once who thought it was a good idea to rob a voice of the father. He decapitated one of them, broke another one's face, and cut down the remaining 2 with a single swing of his sword.
Alright then, let's go.
Yes.
Rialta Shara.
Oh, wow.
Observe, don't fear.
They will never understand, brother.
Okay, guys, gonna be finishing for today. It's 3 in the morning, and hope you enjoyed. If you want, you can follow me on YouTube or Facebook, and yeah, see you next time.